friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are once again continuing the 100 Heads challenge. We are on, I believe, episode 8, so we are so close to the end. And today I kind of got inspired. I saw a photo on Pinterest of a monochrome watercolor portrait, and I was like, because I was just gonna sketch some portraits. I was just gonna do like some pencil sketches, and then I saw that and I was like, I kind of want to do that. So that's why we are doing this today. And honestly, this was really fun. I do think that I could have maybe done better, but I'm not a huge watercolor person. Like, I don't use watercolor that much for me to be upset by the way this page turned out. So I'm actually quite happy with it. I feel like that's how most of these spreads that I've done have been. Like, I'm not super like excited. There's a few that I did really good on, but overall I'm not like super excited like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever done. But I'm also not upset with my progress, and I see little things that I'm doing better. So definitely, if you're interested in the 100 Heads challenge at all, I definitely recommend it. Maybe do it in less time like you're supposed to because I've taken way too long to do this challenge, and I am very close to quitting, and I won't because I'm almost done, so that'd be silly. But it's been hard to keep going for so long. But if you're new here and you haven't seen the other episodes of this series, definitely check out the link above. It's the playlist for all the other parts, and I just do 10 heads each episode, and I try to do a different medium or kind of switch it up a bit so I don't get bored of the challenge. And it's honestly been really fun. The one I think I'm probably most maybe proud, I don't know about proud, or I would say proud, probably most proud of is the gouache one. Definitely check out that video. It's a longer one, but it's worth it. I've painted before that video. I think it was like 3 gouache portraits, so seeing how good I can do if I just put my mind to it and I keep just practicing things, it was really good boost to my confidence. So yeah, definitely if you're interested, check that out. And if you are a new person here watching the video, welcome. And I post sketchbook stuff, art content, challenges, all that fun stuff within the realm of the art community. And if you like all that, maybe think about subscribing, leaving a like, leaving a comment, sharing my channel with your friends. It would really be appreciated, and I'm so grateful that you're even here watching the video. But let's go ahead and I will talk a bit about my paintings here. The first one, I really like the softness of it. I really like that color. It was very pretty color. And you'll see me pull up my little swatch card multiple times to show you guys what color I'm using, because at first I was gonna go all crazy and do like a bunch of fun colors, and then I did that first one and I was like, I kind of want to keep this like cool color vibe for the whole spread. Like, I really wanted it to be a cool page, very blues, purples, pinks. I thought about throwing greens in there, but once I threw down the second one, I was like, that color is so beautiful and I don't want green next to it. I feel like green with watercolor, or not with watercolor, green with a portrait, I feel like it would have just got muddy and I would not have liked it that much. So I decided we're gonna do cool colors, blues, purples, pinks. And the second one, I really like her. She looks so good. I'm really proud of that one. And this one that I'm doing right now, actually. This was one of the first photos I saw that I was like, yes, with watercolor, that's going to be such a pretty portrait. And it was. I love it when I'm done with it. So definitely, when you're looking for references, make sure you're thinking of the medium that you plan on using. I feel as though that really helps me find references that will, one, help me, and two, make me feel good about my art and make me feel excited to make the art as well. So yeah, definitely think about that when you are searching for references, because I know we're always all on Pinterest looking for our references. No shade, because I do it all the time. But sometimes you don't want to scroll all day. So really, thinking about what do I want to use medium wise will help you narrow down your references and then get you started quicker. That way you're not scrolling for references all day long. Guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. It's okay. It's all good. We are now on number 4. I feel like this one could have been good, but the color I chose just was looking really patchy for some reason, and I needed a really large block of color for the side of her face because it was like completely blocked out, So it just, I'm not a fan just because it looks patchy. Otherwise, I don't mind this one. But they can't all be winners, right? Can't love them all. So it's all good. No pressure. I try to really alleviate the pressure I feel to be perfect because I'm filming for YouTube. I actually think that I do so much better with my art when I'm not filming. And I don't know if it's the pressure of having to always check the camera. I don't know if it's the angle I have to draw at to be able to film. But I feel like I do kind of like my art better when I'm not filming. And that's just the reality of filming. It is a distraction and it does take away from the artistic process sometimes. But I do love sharing my process, and I also love when other people share their process on YouTube, and it's kind of like, it's like an art community online, If you know, you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, filming is just, it's hard for me, and I think I would do better if I didn't have such an intense setup. But I'm getting used to it a little bit. I'm getting a little better with it, so it's okay. But we are on to number 5, and I absolutely hate this one. The sketch, it was just ruined from the sketch. The sketch was not good, so the rest of it was like not great. And that's the story of my life, right? I don't like the sketch. I know I won't like the finished product, so I should have redrawn the sketch, but this was taking me too long. As per usual, I feel like I spent a whole day off working on one spread for this challenge, and it's because I keep doing mediums like watercolor. Like, of course, painting, it's gonna take you longer than if you just use a pencil, Kylie. I just really wanted to make sure that I was practicing all mediums, because as much as I love drawing, I really, really, really love painting. I have a lot of fun with painting, especially now that I've kind of learned a little bit about gouache. I'm really enjoying painting with gouache, so I feel like I just wanted to make sure that I was practicing in multiple mediums and not just pencil, because mediums change the outcome, of course. So yeah, we are on number 6, and this one was basic, but I actually thought it turned out pretty darn good. I'm not usually a pink fan, but I really think that the pink works for this one, like, really well. Especially in the hair. I don't know why. I think it looks nice. So, yeah. Okay, so we are back. I had to play some music because I was tired of talking. But the one up in the corner that we just finished, the blue one, love that one. That was one that I wasn't that happy with the sketch, but I was like, I'm just gonna go for it, right? And I ended up loving it. So love that for me. I think also that blue is like really good for what I'm doing here because it can get really dark. So I feel like I have, excuse my notification, I feel like I have the full value scale to work with the blue. So I think that really helped. But onto the one I'm working on currently. I love this one so much. It ends up so good. So good. I genuinely, without a doubt, this is my favorite of the page. Like, no questions asked. I don't know. It just turns out so good. So, I love it. I love it. But we are going ahead and going to do our little thing that we do at the end of the video, which is go over what I could improve on for the next ones, go over what I did good on, and then my favorite and least favorite of the spread, or of the 10. So the first thing is, what 3 things could I improve on? First of all, I could have done a little better on the sketches. There's a couple that I did not like that much, and I just didn't try to make them look good. I just went with it. I'm not sure that would have helped too much, but that is something I wrote down. So better sketches. Another thing, I feel like composition. I feel like even though this is the most basic composition you could do on a spread, 2-page spread with 10 figures, I hate it because it's just the way it's laid out. This side of the page is okay, but the first page of the spread, I don't think I did that good. I wish I would have made the girl in the middle like bigger and maybe not put the guy in the corner as close to the edge. You know, just I feel like I could have done a little better there, but all in all, whatever. I could have done better, could improve on it. And then the last thing for this is I could have done better with my time. I feel like, once again, and you guys have heard this multiple times if you have watched most of these videos, this took me a little longer than I wanted it to. And I'm having a hard time grasping that I'm a slow artist. So I wish that this did not take me as long as it did. But that's fine. Moving on to things I did good on. Value. I think I did pretty good on making sure the values were good. I had my lights, I had my darks, you know. I feel like I did really good with, this is number 2, adding definition within a monochrome portrait. I feel like this could go south pretty quickly with it being monochrome, and you know, you're only using one medium. So I think it could have gone south and it could have been bad, and I am pretty happy with where I am with the definition and like the contrast within these pieces. And then the last thing I am going to say is I feel like I'm genuinely just getting better at faces. Like, this looks pretty realistic, especially the silhouette. I am bad at silhouettes, guys. I'm bad, and I love that one. I think it looks great. So yeah, the last one is just overall faces. I am getting better at just drawing the facial structure. So yeah. And then my favorites of the page, y'all know Miss Girl in the middle here. And then also, I would say number 2 and number 3 as well. I love them both. I really like the whole spread for the most part, but those are going to be my favorites. Number 70, I forget where I'm at. I forget the numbers, but the 2 and 3, and then the middle one on the other side. And my least favorite is 1000% the guy. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, friends.